all the time and turning on against what isn't up, it's hard to change. Another clever word sets off an unsuspecting hurt, and as you step back in the line, a mountain to the pain. Now dance, fucker, dance, make it ever let a chance. Never believe in you, it was really only you, and now you see the way. Tearing you out today. Nice work you did. You could go far, kid. With 1,000 lies in a empty sky, in a ring between the eyes, in a ring between the eyes. When you walk away, everyone I say, see the light in your eyes, see the running before the light. Slowly out of line and drifting closer to your sight, so play it out, I'm wide awake. It's the scene about me, the sun fading away, and now sunrise to pay. And if you can't get what you want, well, it's all because of me. Now dance, fucker, dance, never, never